Alright guys, we're back with another video today. We're up to episode 11 of the DCSports87 series. Again, for those who aren't familiar with the series, it's one where we try to buy sports cards and flip them at my favorite consignment company in DCSports87. As I've just said, we are up to episode 11 of the series and we are just under $5,000 in profit. But who knows, this may actually be the last episode because Australia Post have recently announced that they've halted most of their postage services to America. And currently, the only ones that are kind of open from all the research that I've done are costing around $100 plus. So it's just trying to work out if I can have a submission and factor in that $100 plus cost and if it's still going to be worth it for me. Fortunately, I was able to send this one a couple days before the news came out and it's just run today. Currently at the time of recording, it's Monday, so all the NFL games of week one, barring one, have just run. So pretty good timing. There's going to be a bunch of NFL here, but we're going to start off with a card that isn't NFL. Now, I've got to give a shout out to my man, Jamie from The Card Experience. He sold me this in a massive lot, and this one's actually got really good timing as well. So Lauri Markkanen right now, they've got Eurobasket running at the moment, and Finland just upset Serbia. So, I mean, Lauri Markkanen's their best player. It's a really nice card. It's the black box 1 of 1. So it's not a true 1 of 1, but it is a 1 of 1 black box, as you can see there. Yeah, I mean, it'll be really intriguing to see what this does go for, considering, yeah, he's killing at the moment. I didn't forecast sending this in knowing that Eurobasket was on. It just kind of came up out of nowhere. I think the total cost of this card for me is around $120. So let's see what we start off here at. There you go. So we get about, good start. We get about $300 converted down to around, yeah, $270, $280. It's really hard to kind of work out what this would go for because obviously being, you know, black box 1 of 1, it's not a true 1 of 1, but the cornerstones are obviously quite nice. So you have to look at the cornerstone comps and then kind of work your way up being a black box 1 of 1. Like I said, my total cost in the card itself was really low. So this is a great one to kind of start off with a bit of profit. All right, so next one up. A bunch of these cards I've also sent in are cards that I've listed at shows. And at the end, you'll kind of see what I had them listed for at card shows and what they didn't sell for in the end. So I've got them listed up and we're going to try and see if we can also beat those prices that I had up at card shows. Obviously, sometimes you can sell at a bit of a discount as well. So you can probably go a little bit less than that. But this one, I think I had listed at $250. Always hard to comp the 1 of 1s, but it's in a lot that I've profited on completely. So really, this card comes at no cost to me. Nike 1 of 1, swoosh patch, not affiliated. Charles Bassey, yeah, really cool card. Let's see what this one goes for. I had it priced at $250 when it came to card shows. Yeah, okay. So I'd say about $100 there. So I thought that would have went a bit better. I actually did have someone offer around probably a little bit more than this privately in America, but I thought I would take the risk myself and try and get a high price. It doesn't work out, but that's okay. So about $105, we'll say that's down to around $95 to $100 there for the Charles Bassey. Next one up, so I also bought 5 Aidan Hutchinson autos, rookie autos. 4 of them are rookie autos, 1 of them isn't. Bought them for $300, and I had them listed at around $100 at each show. No one bought any of them, so I decided to send them all to consignment. So we're looking to be about $60 Australian each for them, but also, like I said, I had my card prices on them, so we'll compare them at the end and see if I was good with my pricing. So this one's probably one of the worst ones because it's sticker auto Origins jersey compared to the other ones out there, but yeah, it's still a really nice card. He's one of the best defensive players in the league. We get around $95. We'll say it's about $85 to $90 on that one. So yeah, one of the more lower end ones of Aidan Hutchinson. Let's just go to another one. We have the Obsidian jersey auto, numbered at 175. I think I had this one stickered at around $100 to $120 off the top of my head. So let's see how the Obsidian one does go. So this one does go for about $125. We'll say with the fees taken out, it's about $115 to $120. We'll just smash through all the Aidan Hutchinson ones. This one's the white mosaic out of 25. This one's not rookie, but it is a really, really cool card, being the white in the background. I think the white mosaics are some of the best and most slept on parallels in terms of like eye appeal. and everything like that. So I think I priced this one at 100, and we get about $100. We'll take the fees out, probably about $90 to $95. I do have to apologize about my voice because right now I'm currently dealing with a cold. I'm coming off the end of it, but yeah, still haven't really kind of gained my voice back, so I apologize if I sound a little bit raspy. Next up, limited RPA, 3-color patch here, sticker auto, out of 99. Again, I had this priced at around $100, and we get... There you go. We get more than that. We get around $150, take the fees out, about $135 to $140-ish. So really, really nice sell over there. We'll just keep going through all the Aidan Hutchinson. The Silver Prism Auto, again, I had this one priced at about $100 as well. Not numbered, but the Silver Prism Auto is always a favorite when it comes to eye appeal and favorable sets. So we get around $105 down to around $90 to $95. So I think in terms of the actual profit on the lot itself, like I said, I paid $300 for the 5 autos. We'll work it all out with all the fees taken out at the very end, but I think I've done pretty well on that. Not to the point where I've doubled my money, but maybe about $100 on the total lot. But yeah, we'll see at the end. I'm kind of just guesstimating in my head right now where my brain's not really working the best. All right, next up, Josh Jacobs. This is from Panini 1 encased RPA. This one's out of 75. Really nice card here. He actually, now he's on the Packers, and the Packers honestly look like Super Bowl favorites at the time of recording. So I don't want to jinx myself here. But yeah, in terms of Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs in the league. Let's see what this one does go for. I can't remember what I comped it at, but let's see. There you go, about $125, let's say down to around $110 to $115. So really nice card, quad patch, you know, not a Philly. No, these would be player worn. Yeah, this is actually the last year before they went to not being, you know, affiliated with any specific player or event, or not worn by any specific game, or yeah, all that sort of stuff from Panini. All right, next one up, Jameson Williams just re-signed onto a max contract for the Detroit Lions. They actually just lost to the Packers, who Josh Jacobs just played for. Got this one in a lot, and I was very surprised when I got it how much his cards go for. Didn't have the best first season, but yeah, last season played really well, so I just didn't want to hold this one. I think NFL is just a hard sell here. Like, we have the Oz National coming up. I do want to have some NFL cards here, but I really just want to kind of keep it to NBA, just because, yeah, I'd rather have more NBA stock that will fly out and then still have some NFL there, but just hard sells for me in NFL when it comes to shows here, or generally down here in Australia. So this is a clearly Donruss out of 175. Yeah, let's see what this one does go for. So there you go, around $90 down to around $80 to $85. I think when I kind of got the card itself, I thought it was like, I didn't even look at comps when I bought the entire lot, but I thought this would have been like a $30 to $40 card, Australian. And then I looked at his comps when it came in, I didn't realize the Jameson Williams cards were going for that much. But yeah, pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, won't sell here, so just, like I said, send it straight into consignment. Next one up, Deebo Samuel, Origins RPA, 2-color patch. On the Commanders now, actually played very well today. I didn't kind of expect that. I think a lot of people are kind of written off Deebo Samuel. But yeah, we'll see what this one does go for. There you go, $75 down to around $65 to $70 with the fees taken out. Again, I think this was a card when I received it, I thought it was worth about $30 to $40 in the collection that I bought. But then when I looked at comps, I think timing of NFL season, everything in the sports card market seems to just be going up at the moment. So why not try to send some cards into DC Sports, which you can't right now because, yeah, all the services have been halted. So take that one back. But yeah, it's. I wish I could be sending more in. Like I have a bunch behind me that I did want to send in. Next one up, Derek Stingley got voted one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. I think he got ranked 18th in the NFL Top 100. Unfortunately, NFL defensive players don't sell too well, but I kind of just thought, I've already got a Derek Stingley auto, let's just send this one in. It is the same variation. It doesn't really look really nice in the scanner, but it is a purple variation out of 175. And yeah, it goes for about $15. I'd say with fees taken out, about $11 to $12. Yeah, look. Honestly, if you kind of compared him to other players who are as good as him in their position, it should go for more. But unfortunately, cornerbacks, safeties, they just don't seem to sell very well. Pat Surtain, who's the best cornerback in the NFL, does seem to sell well, but I think you've got to be like in that top position for a lot of these sorts of positions, unfortunately. All right, next one up, Jaden Reed, the Luminance Auto. Got this one in a collection a while back. Another one that I've kind of had in my box, ready to send to consignment for a while. Actually played very well for the Packers today as well. It's in the college uniform, which is a little bit annoying, but a lot of people in America do like to collect college uniform cards compared to down here in Australia. So we've got the Georgia uniform there, and this one goes for around $10 to $11. We'll say about $7 to $8 with the fees taken out. Next one up, I got this from my man Max, Kirk Cousins Contenders rookie auto. It is a Stinger auto. He doesn't. He's currently a backup now to Michael Penix at the Falcons. Obviously signed a massive contract, and then the Falcons signed. He signed that massive contract and then they drafted Penix, and I think he was quite shocked about that, and then he ended up losing his starting job, unfortunately. But Kirk Cousins seems to be like a really good guy off the field in the NFL, so we'll see what this one does go for. It goes for around $90, so $90 down to $80 to $85. Surprised by that. I didn't actually know what his autos go for. I'm not sure if that's overs or not, but really, really nice sell. We've done pretty well this episode. All right, so the next one up, DeMarvion Overshown. So this is a purple Pulsar auto. Bought this in a massive collection, and I was kind of going through a lot of autos to kind of give out to people in whatnot orders. And I saw this card and I was like, don't know anything about this guy. I saw Cowboys, I saw auto, so I'm like, all right, let's just look up comps for this. And there was a comp at like $70 to $80. I think even might have been one at like 3 figures. It's not numbered being the purple Pulsar, but I just saw it and I was like, geez, I almost gave this auto away as a freebie in my whatnot show. I'm going to just send this into consignment. He was injured last season, which makes this very confusing. I don't know why the comps are that high. If I can get $70, $80, I can get $50 or whatever, I'll take it, but I am profiting on the collection itself. There you go. So about $50 down to around $40 to $45. I'd say around $42 to $43. It was really hard to kind of work out what it would sell for, considering how high the comps were. But like, he's injured and he's still not back yet. So I don't know why those comps were so high. I don't know if there was any prospecting or not. All right, let's go to this one. So Cam Johnson, this is first off the line. The Wave Spectra RPA on-card auto. Now the Denver Nuggets, was at the Nets. Really nice acquisition for the Denver Nuggets. So I got this one in that lot where I bought a bunch of blasters as well. Profit on that as well. So whatever this one gets is profit for me. And we get $65 down to around $55 to $60. I thought this would have actually went for more. I was kind of predicting around $100. Really hard to tell because his autos, they're not, I think, it's not really a great time to be selling NBA right now. I think it's a really good time to be buying, if anything, because a lot of cards will obviously ramp up towards the NBA season. But yeah, I just thought, I can't bother trying to hold this card. I've just got to try and stay liquid and keep selling off cards. Next one up, Younghoe Koo. So select auto, kicker for the Falcons. I think a lot of Asian collectors in America and generally will want to have some of his cards. So I actually bought a bunch of his autos quite cheap, and then I've kept a couple for myself, and then obviously sold the rest off to consignment or to other people. So Younghoe Koo, select auto. I think this is like valued at around $40 to $50. So there you go, about $60, let's say, down to around $50 to $55 with the fees taken out. Pretty nice sell there. Next one up, Josh Jacobs, got this one in a recent lot as well. This is a Spectra. I don't know what you'd call this one, but it's out of 4. So really, really short printed. Again, played very well today for the Packers. Not really sure how to comp this one. Yeah, again, it's always going to be quite hard when it's out of 4. There's not going to be any recent comps. We get around, very nice, about $70 down to around $60 to $65. So the Neon Marble is what they're called. Out of 4. Josh Jacobs, nice sell there. Again, hard to kind of work out an actual true comp. For anyone out there in Australia specifically as well, if you've worked out how to send cards to America, Please let me know if you found an alternative on top of Ozpost. I have looked at some of the alternatives out there, but if you found something that's a little bit less than $100 and it's been working in the last couple of weeks, please hit me up. I would love to know, because right now it is a very tough time to be selling cards, especially to America and especially for the NFL season when it's the best time to sell right now. Next one up, Manute Bol, Bol's dad, obviously quite a cult figure sort of player, passed away a few years ago, but this is a nice 3-color patch, old 76ers patch here, so really nice. I paid $40 for this one, as well as the, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere behind me. It's a there we go, it's right here, as we get to the camera. The non-jersey or non-patch cards was what I should say. They are game worn, so very nice cards, but a 3-color patch, you'll obviously go for more. So I paid $40 for this one, and we get about $75, so down to about $65 to $70. So we get about $20 profit on that. Plus we still have the non-patch version still there behind me. All right, next player up. Someone I've always thought is very undervalued more so in the card hobby, Chuba Hubbard. Now, obviously, the Panthers are a bit of a sinking ship. They have been for the last few years, but Chuba Hubbard's been a very good player for the last two seasons. Had a good game today as well. He's going to get a lot of touches there. Like Bryce Young played well towards the end of the season last year, but whether he's the guy moving forward, who knows? Obviously, pick number one. It's really hard to go against that, but yeah, hasn't had the best first couple of seasons. But Chuba Hubbard looks very, very nice. Black RPA, 3-color patch. Let's see what this one does go for. Goes for about $75, let's say down to about $65 to $70. Again, someone I've always felt is undervalued for what he's done in the NFL, like compared to other running backs out there. I guess it's just more so because he's on the Panthers is why people kind of don't really like him. All right, the last card up, Sean Taylor. Got this one in a recent lot. This one's out of 75 Prism. Now, the comps of this card are pretty crazy, and I always say Sean Taylor, Pat Tillman are kind of two players you should look out for if you can find them at cheap prices. Not that I found this one at a cheap price because it was in a collection that I bought, but a lot of Americans like collecting Sean Taylor and Pat Tillman, for different reasons. Sean Taylor had a really good first couple of seasons and then unfortunately was shot in a robbery gone wrong at home. And then Pat Tillman was obviously someone that a lot of people chased because he enlisted in the army and passed away on duty. So Americans love, or even Australians, I'd say, would love collecting Sean Taylor, but Americans love collecting Pat Tillman. So always look out for their cards. You can find them really cheap, especially in bargain boxes. That's a really good tip to look out for. But this is just like an out of 75 Prism. It's nothing special, but the comps on this were quite crazy, and it's not going to sell here in Australia, in my opinion. So they were comped at about $50. There you go. So it goes for $90. $90 down with the fees, about $80 to $85. It's just a card that just won't sell for that price here in Australia. Like, I could list it on a million pages here in Australia, multiple times. It just wouldn't sell for that price for me, in my opinion. So really nice 20 cards that we sent there. Let's see how we went. So we did pretty well this episode. Every single card that we sent in, we did profit on. Obviously, the numbers are always quite skewed. I always say this in every episode. Obviously, it can be quite skewed when you've got cards like the Cam Johnson, the Younghoe, and a lot of ones that have zero cost to me because they're in lots or collections that I've already profited on more so. But yeah, as you can see in the brackets here, I wrote down what I kind of priced all these cards at shows. So with the Aidan Hutchinsons, obviously I'm a little bit off here. I had 125, was at 92. This one was pretty much bang on at 100. 100 into 84 is obviously all with the fees taken out. 100 into 128, 80 into 79. So I pretty much had the Aidan Hutchinsons, if you add them all up together, like literally valued perfectly. This one's down $33, but then I ended up making it back around here as well. So yeah, I pretty much had them all, probably just, if anything, I've overvalued them a little bit, but at shows, you don't always sell things at the exact price that you list them for. The Charles Bassey, I was way off, 250 down to 93. The Josh Jacobs, 150 to 103, as you can see there. So yeah, did pretty well on this one. The postage cost of this one was $49. The Sean Taylor, the Kirk Cousins what else here? So Sean Taylor, Kirk Cousins, Deebo, Josh Jacobs out of 4, and the Jameson Williams are all ones that I kind of tried to work out like the current value for them. So I was actually able to beat those values. And again, I think the timing of the NFL season starting right now was just helping, was just better for me, more beneficial for me. But after episode 11, who knows, could this be the last episode of the DC Sports $87 series? Hopefully not. Hopefully it all resolves. We can find an alternative to send into America. But for right now, we can't. Let's see how we went in episode 11 in 3, 2, and 1. So we sold $725. Sorry, we got $725 in profit. So what a way to kind of go out if this is our last episode, our second highest total from the 11 episodes. And I'm quite happy about that one because there wasn't really a massive profit in terms of the cards I sent in. Like obviously there was a few that at $0 I did send in, but most of them, you know, were kind of ones that I still had to pay a little bit of money on. But yeah, that takes our profit up to just over $5,500 at $5,532.18. So hopefully that is not the last episode for this series. Let's hope that something does resolve in the coming future. But if you guys do enjoy this series, I do appreciate you guys supporting it as well. Please leave a like down below, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already. If you guys are after cases, go check out my cases down below at mattscardshop.com. If you want to do trades as well, hit me up on Instagram. I appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully this isn't the last episode of the series, but I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.